We stopped doing that.
Can't have everybody bang Campanella Park.
What you think like? Because I feel like the gangbanging stuff is gonna like die with black kids. You think like Spanish kids, Mexican kids? You think the gangbanging stuff is gonna die out with them too?
The thing is, I can't really speak.
Southsiders
I
and
can't
shit.
really speak on that because I'm not really in that culture to know how they moving every day. I just know how the black community is moving right now, and But as far as the Mexicans, they probably won't slow down because they be turned still.
So. I mean, like, but if you think about it, like in the 1850s, 1860s, like gangs in New York, and it was like white gangs. It was like Italian gangs, Irish gangs, German gangs, like, and then like I think as people like kind of are slowly integrated, kind of more, like it does kind of. I mean, because I would imagine it's a lot of it's economics. You know, like people like want to get money, and like also like I don't know. I'm kind of interested like how like weed being legal. Because that's one big source of where you would get money illegally. And now you can't really get... I mean, you can get legal weed money now. Like,
True.
So, like, you'd have to... I mean, I don't know. Like, do you think, like, I mean, why do you think it is dying out? Or, like, slowly
I really can't call it right now. I don't know. It just seemed like it's getting... People starting to realize how, like, watered down it's getting. And it's just like... I know with my homies, we just... I look around when I go to my hood and I just see people that don't really want to do this no more. Like, one of my most turned up homies, his name Bull and Zoe, they like super turned in the hood, super reputables, and they just told me like, man, this shit, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I want to do something better with my life. So, I just
you think it's some shit that you like they just grew out of it, or is it? Like,
yeah, and then I think not like I'll be trying to flex, but I just think them seeing that it's possible to actually do something like positive and get out the hood and then I still say I'm from the hood. Like it be them dudes who get rich and then just leave and switch up everything and it just turn the homies away. It's like they don't want to be that. So when they see like somebody can still be human and still be the homie once they get up a little bit, I think it inspire them.
Well, I think that's interesting about like this generation because Vince Staples obviously like, kind of like a similar thing
No,
where like
exactly.
he's adamant about not glorifying in any way.
No,
I feel like in the '90s and even like Kendrick or whatever, like, yeah, I always think about a song like Swimming Pools. That's like the anti-gin and juice in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? It's like an anti-drinking song. And
yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. And I feel like there seems to be like a certain undercurrent of like more of a social responsibility. You know, not like for me to judge, but I'm just like the artists themselves. Like,
I think social media and the camera phone has a lot to do with it too, in terms of awareness about what's going on in communities like that. Like,
really?
I do. I think so, especially
it's
because
a lot easier.
it's a lot easier to catch a cop. You know, shooting an unarmed black man. You know?
But it still doesn't matter.
I feel
Still doesn't change anything.
I know it hasn't yet, but I feel like there's the potential now, and there's more awareness. I mean, there was a really smart tweet that I saw on New Year's. It was like a lot of people think that you know, police violence against unarmed black people is a new thing. It's just something that we're aware of now, and like that awareness is like granted, that's now a thing. And
now they can get caught on camera, but like
now it's about what
what
the community is going to do about it. Like, are we going to continue to infight and like are poor people all across the country going to you know, unite and or like black people going to like do something with that like as one? And I think that's happening. I think it is happening.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't know, man. I used to read a lot of books about shit like that, and sometimes things just stop happening. Like sometimes crime rates just drop, and there's no reason. And sometimes in other places they raise, and there's no reason, or it's not like you can't say it's technology. I don't know, man. I know a lot of people in gangs or in gang life and all that shit, and I feel like, like they'll have a kid or some shit, or like, they'll have a kid, or they'll fucking like, or I think maybe like I know the certain pocket of dudes or whatnot, and they're just as fucking scary as they were in fucking 9th grade. These are the same dudes, but they they're just like a lot more quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They're not what you say turn.
No, exactly.
They're just like, if we do this, we're gonna do this kind of stuff or whatnot. And so I think a lot of times, like the gangbanging shit was like, it was like a reckless thing. It was like, like motherfuckers just kind of wanted action. A lot of kids with nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like the gang shit that's when, you know, when you become men and you figure out, well, maybe it's about families and maybe it's about money and maybe it's about this and maybe it's not about going to jail all the time because we went to fucking jail and that's just not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess I get tired of it, man.
Yeah, I can only speak from people I know and what's in LA.
You're in, like, what do you notice about living here now? It's like 79th and Hoover.
It's like 79. Nah, bro.
There's some weird shit over here. It's some strange
Nah, I got
shit.
out the car and I said, I probably shouldn't be walking around like this.
You can walk around right here, dude. I'd be having like random shit here. It's not really. There's no real issues on this street. I mean, there can be issues, but there's no real issues on this street. When I first moved here, when I was a new person, there was like one or two things that happened, but like for the most part, everybody that lives on the street is cool. There's not too many apartment buildings, and it's like a lot of old Spanish people here. You know what I'm saying? So like, they're there's no like. There's just no activity, but when there is, I don't know, man. There's people here that are on this street that aren't supposed to live here. Multiple people that aren't supposed to live here. You know,
I believe it.
There's some people like from like 60s,
exactly,
that live on this street, but everybody's keeping everything super low pro. You know, and I didn't know that shit until like way later, and then somebody said something. But no activity.
Was it crazy during that 100 days, 100 nights thing?
I saw 2 dead bodies, but that was the ones that were documented on the news to
like
clear
KP,
this shit up.
like KP, and
I'm not sure. It was right on Florence and
it's KP.
by that car wash, and this was the day after the Low End Theory Festival.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, I used to host this thing called Low End Theory.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, and we had the festival at the shrine, and everybody's fucking super happy. Like we had this big ass like festival that was like and like I made some good money and all that shit, and then I fucking drive up Florence and I'm like, oh, there's 2 dead bodies. Like I'm not happy. Yeah, fuck that shit up. But for some reason, bro, like I don't know. I feel like they just put more fear in people.
It definitely was extra. It wasn't like everybody was making it seem, but it was for sure extra. Yeah,
because like I don't know, man.
It just was catchy. Some people to tweet. It was a hashtag. So it was feeling.
And on fucking Facebook, like motherfuckers that live in Santa Barbara, motherfuckers that already live, not Santa Barbara, San Bernardino, everybody that moved out of the neighborhood are the ones that are like, this is why I don't go back there. It's like, get the fuck out of here, you know? Like, you didn't even have any problems when you're here because you're not like in that life, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, but.
So when did you, I know I've asked you this before, but like for purposes of this, like, so when did you actually like start kind of taking rapping seriously?
I started rapping at 14. Till I was 18, I just was rapping around with the homies. I was kind of popular, I guess.
You was at Lakewood High?
Yeah, I went to Lakewood High, so it was cool.
James Harden was Artesia.
Oh yeah, he went to Artesia. Yeah, he killed us. But yeah, then like 18. No, when did I have my baby? No, 19. When I knew my baby mom was pregnant, when I started like knowing I wanted to do rap all my life. So I tried to figure some stuff out. Go get a little in-home studio, record myself, and everything just started happening.
Yeah.
That energy put in the universe, man.
Yeah, that's funny. Some people would like have a baby and then just like try to be the fucking manager at Best Buy. You know,
man,
like you're a risk
I
taker.
had them times. Towards the end, like right before I met Clay, my manager. I say that year before that is when I was thinking like, I don't know. Like I know I still wanted to rap, but I started working a regular job for the first time in my life.
What were you doing?
I was at Samsung warehouse doing like taking pictures of parts and stuff.
Okay,
shit was
like
weird.
for the website or something.
Yeah, for the website. Yeah. It was so white. Yeah. And they fired me.
Why'd they fire you?
I don't remember.
You told me it was some racist shit.
Well, he was definitely racist. It had to be racist because shit, I didn't do nothing. I didn't have no reason. And then I heard it was because I was biting my nails a lot. Like,
what?
Like, hey, we don't want no nervous people here. This fool's too nervous. We don't trust
You can't
him.
take photos. Biting nails.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was hating.
Where was the warehouse?
It was like Carson.
Hey, were you biting your nails?
I still bite my nails, man.
Disgusting.
I do it so much, and that's the same thing. One of the workers, he was like, "Yeah, they said it's disgusting, man. How you always bite your nails?"
So you can't get a warning though, like
for real.
Why do people mind their own fucking business?
For real.
Like, it don't affect anyone. Take my nails.
No, I think they didn't want to pay unemployment. and they had to downsize. That's my theory.
No, that's definitely what it was too. I believe
Really?
So.
Yeah.
So you heard Clayton? You heard one of his songs, right? On what, YouTube, Twitter, right?
YouTube. Aston Matthews. Aston Matthews tweeted like half of a song. It was like two halves of a song. That was a YouTube video, but one of them was Boogie being sad in his mom's house, rapping about girls on Instagram, and one was in a parking lot with Pharaoh, and I think Desi was there too.
Desi shot it.
Oh, Desi shot it. Boogie's DJ is the reason we're all here right now.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, Boogie rapping is. But
He's a big part of it.
Yeah,
He's the fucking.
Desi
He's,
shot that
he's the
video.
Blue Ranger.
Desi shot the video, and it was one of them gangbanging in a parking lot, and one being sad inside. And I was like, those are like my two favorite kinds of rappers.
Yeah.
And so I reached out and sent him a bunch of beats.
It's true. That was what struck me about your music too. Was it was like there was like a melancholy. It was like nostalgic, but like not nostalgic in terms of like I want to sound like the '90s. It was like nostalgic in like I remember what it was like when I was a kid. Now I'm not, and like the Ahmad. Which I like that Ahmad song. Mm-hmm. That song is still a classic. The back in the day song.
That's just like
you're like right. You hear it and you're like it doesn't matter. Like you might not have been like a kid.
During that time.
What song?
You remember that Ahmad song?
Back in the day, great song.
Yeah, I want to find Ahmad. He went to Stanford. Yeah, he ended up going to Stanford. He got a degree.
Wow, that's
So did old boy from High Road. What's his name? Opio.
he did.
Or was it Opio? Whichever one's a tall dude.
Tajay.
I didn't know that. Good for him.
Harrow's
You know what was hard? It was casual.
Casual. So
Fear
tight.
He was
Itself
so tight.
Yeah.
what's the best food over here?
Best food? I go to a taco truck on Vernon and Figueroa
Sound fire.
called Los Carnales. It's the best. That's the best one. And what else is good around here? I don't know. I usually, to be totally honest, like I eat a lot of fast food.
Gotta stop, bro.
No, I don't. I drink Coca-Cola and eat fast food because I've been healthy like my whole life.
Oh, so now it's your go time?
Yeah.
What fast food do you eat?
Yoshinoya.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not fast food. That's great. I
El
love
Pollo
it.
Loco.
A lot of
I love
sodium.
those are both like
No, those straight. They just
Yeah, right.
Mid-level fast food.
like
That's
healthy
mid-level?
fast food. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's almost franchise food.
That's French. What's the difference?
I feel like Chili. There's a difference between Chili's and McDonald's.
Like-
Chili's being franchise food.
Okay, so it's almost Chili's.
You're
It's like
almost-
Chipotle or something.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that bad for you.
Yeah,
Yoshinoya is crack. Like
I
this
love
shit.
Yoshinoya. I'm terrified to know what those chickens look like before they make it in my teriyaki.
Those aren't real
They're
chickens.
born as
Yeah.
cubes.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
born chopped up.
With a bunch of wings on the outside. And the
Oh,
wings
the sesame wings?
The wings go on to Wingstop.
Oh, I eat a lot of Wingstop. Wingstop
Do
is
you?
my
Wingstop's
shit.
the
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
it's a Wingstop right over here. But this is a fucked up thing about this Wingstop is you order your Wingstop, but they don't sauce your wings until you get there. Over here, which is some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody ordered like 100 wings one time
and they didn't
just
come,
pick
so
them
they
up.
not fucking with me.
And they just made everybody pay for that shit. And I call them. I see them every week, at least. Same girls is working there. You know, I flirted with them all summer and shit.
Yeah.
Like I built a relationship. You
Yeah.
know. So I'm like calling them, and I'm just like, "Hey, this dude, I'm gonna be there." You know, I order the same thing every time, and then like I have my daughters on the weekends. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't really want to leave them alone for too long. One of them's 13, so it's like good.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm like, I'll order them, I'll go pick them up. But they're just like, nah, like, we sauced them when you get there. I was like, can you take my credit card number?
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that. They're like, there's no way around this shit. So, like, and they always say 14 minutes,
Yeah.
but it's really 30 minutes. Because I fucking order them, and then I get there, and then they sauce them, and then I gotta wait 14
That's
more
so
minutes.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah. What kind of food do you eat? What's your
I love chicken. I love kale chicken salad.
kale chicken
more than
salad?
anything. Yeah. And right now,
Where do you get that from? Where do you get that from?
where do I get it from?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make
Anywhere
it?
who get hell no.
During the courting process,
Yeah.
when we were
Tender
being,
greens.
when all the labels were taking us out to eat, he became obsessed with kale salad.
It just becomes
Really?
so fire. I don't know why, bro.
That's so healthy.
You're a
I know
21st
it's so
century rapper.
fire, bro.
That shit's
With,
crazy.
Like, blue cheese, little crumbles on them.
Blue cheese crumbles are
You
good.
get bougie real fast.
What was the record label courting process like?
I loved it. I had a great time. I don't know. How did you think?
Oh no, it was fun. I just didn't like hurting people's feelings, even though I know he didn't really care. Now I think about
Most
it.
of them.
What do you mean? Like, so they're all bidding for?
Yeah, I felt bad at times. I I knew I wasn't gonna go with nobody else. Well, at the end I did, and I was still like going to eat. So.
Why'd you choose Interscope?
You're like a chick that's like dating around.
Definitely.
It is like, dude.